Hey, thanks for coming to LRGA Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell on the way in. Curvies, oh my gosh, I caught another live. Yep, sure did. I already told you. I caught the live this morning when Royce Reed, yes, formerly of Basketball Wives, season 4, went live this morning explaining her side of the story with her experience of her baby daddy, just pictured in that other picture. And she wanted to let the people know that they need to leave her alone or she'll drop some more receipts. Now, it's really important you stay all the way to the end of this video because I dropped still pictures of the receipts that she dropped that is like, look, there's more than that. Leave me alone, okay? So here we go.
Because I'll go there. So if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to also start posting these text messages from these females that been hitting me up in my DMs about how you was just fucking with them last month and a couple weeks ago. And when I say last month, I keep forgetting that it's January, but I mean November and also December. I'm going to start posting them too. They ain't got shit to do with me, but since people think this is about an engagement, that man ain't touched me. Not since 2020. It's fine. People fuck up. You know, players fuck up. You know, and I've been in therapy about it. I've actually been in therapy since 2008, for those wondering. And then I stopped for about almost a year. And then I went back and I've been in consistently. So before we start saying you need to talk to somebody, I am. And I'm also talking to y'all because this is a form of therapy for me as well because, you know, it's hard to fight a beast alone. Yikes. I'm not doing too much, just enough to look like I gave a damn about what I look like today. Anything else y'all want to know? I got receipts on receipts on receipts. That need to be my nickname, not Petty Boots. Because I don't even necessarily think it's petty when I come out with stuff. I don't think it's petty. But that's what, you know, the nickname people have given me because I guess when I do stuff, it may come across as being petty, but there's always like a prelude. There's always something that happened before I go off. Like, I don't just do that. But again, I do find it entertaining or slightly funny. Oh, I guess I do open my mouth when I put on mascara. A lot of times I don't. Anyway, I do think it's a little weird when people say that, yeah, like when they say I'm being petty. I'm sorry, I lost track. But when they say stuff like that, it does kind of get to me because, again, I was provoked. And as I was telling my story earlier about someone calling you and, you know, constantly provoking you on the phone and telling you they gonna do this, they gonna do that, and they threatening your family, and you sitting there saying, one of these days I'm gonna go off, like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And then they take it too far, and then they say something like, pull up. I pulled up. I pulled up, y'all, and I stood outside that house, and I was like this. This is not a literal story. I mean, maybe from like middle school, but anyway, not a literal story, but this is basically how this felt to me. I'm standing outside that house and I know there's other people in that house. So I'm telling him to bring his ass outside because this got to do with us and we trying to deal with it with us. Just the two of us. And obviously our child. But right now, since he's little, we need to deal with us. Just the two of us, not all these outside sources. But as I'm standing out there waiting, on him, he still don't come outside. But yet he's hurling shit at me, which is all them court cases, okay? He's hurling bottles and all this stuff at me. Court cases, lies, putting shit on the internet, not it specifically coming from him, but him paying people like blogs like the Shade Room. Yeah, Shade Room is on payroll. You notice they only post negative shit about us. They don't post shit about Taya no more, unless it was bad. They never posted about Christine, and Christine had a career. Okay? Me, I had a career. Even after Basketball Wives, I still had a career, but still it was never nothing nice ever posted about me, right? Unless it was negative. That's the only thing that they ever posted about me, negative. And even them posting about this story and stuff, it's making me like look crazy. It's making me look like I'm the problem, and that's what he was telling everybody, and that's what the world thought. And outside of the world, you got to think about my community that I've worked in my entire life that loved me. How quickly even they change, because sometimes what you read can be very volatile to your reputation. So that happened, and that shit sucked. Yes, I put on like 3 different mascaras because I don't like it to be clumpy. And some of them have different brushes and also different thicknesses. So, yeah, that happened. Last one. So again, to finish the story, because that was my mama calling me and now I'm nervous. But to finish that story, he never brought his ass outside. So since he was living in a glass house, I threw the fucking stone. And because I threw that damn stone, everybody in that house started scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. Like when you step on why don't she call me on the other phone? Anyway, so he never brought his ass outside, so I had to tell on everybody in that fucking house. And now everybody in that house is scrambling, trying to tell their story. And now all this other shit is coming out. I didn't even know all them other rooms was in the house. Shit, I thought I had a full tour, but apparently we got a bunch of skeletons in these closets. Cause now they're coming out, I mean, going crazy, y'all. They losing it. They don't know what to do. They over there really like telling their stories and even putting him in it, but then telling their part of like, he said this, he said that, he told me. And they scrambling because they felt protected by this man. They didn't know that he was gonna turn on them like that. I don't know why, because that's all he ever does. He's done it to every single one of his workers. If you Google Dwight being sued, he constantly being sued, but y'all don't hear about it because certain people are on payroll. So, yeah, there's that. Anything else? Leave him alone. If y'all don't get these bots off my page, and that's another thing too, y'all. I'm happy there are people on here like talking shit, because I want y'all to go to their page and actually look at who they are. And in most cases, they're fake pages. They got pictures of like islands or shit, or it's like some Asian person that don't even ever talk anything about sports. But just like all these TikTok shops, and you know, even when I post my reviews, like these are people just trying to get paid for anything. You got people getting paid to sit under a water balloon, and y'all send them roses so they do this and turn the hose on until the water balloon pops on them. These are the people that they're paying to just talk shit about people on the internet, and y'all fall for it every time. I don't understand. Like, common sense is common sense, and y'all gotta know, like, when certain things come out and you feel like, how am I the only one feeling that way? Because all these people on here commenting bullshit. That's how they change the trend of an opinion. That's how they do that. They make somebody, oh, that's cute, kinda. I think I look like Kitty. Oh, sorry. Sometimes or not sometimes, when they post these things and like you're questioning your opinion because you know your opinion is different, but since all these people on these pages, especially the ones that get there first, especially the bots, like they're trying to change the opinion of the majority, and they do that by playing on y'all emotions, by having a bunch of people who y'all think are real, even some with blue checks. Y'all know y'all can buy those. I didn't buy mine, but y'all can buy a blue check. So they'll even have blue check people on there commenting and saying like nasty, vile stuff. And rather than you say what you really truly feel, you then jump on the bandwagon. And I'm not saying you as in all of you, but that's what a lot of people do. Because you start questioning like if you're the same one. So, yeah, I ain't never bought a bot in my life. Ever. I ain't never bought a bot. I ain't never bought a follower. I don't need that. You only need co-signing if your credit is bad. So, that's what happened with that. And I got these people trying to come in here and co-host that I ain't never seen in my life. They from like freaking overseas. Like, who the hell is Shiham? What? Girl. Probably some, nah, stop it. But hopefully y'all understand how that works. Or if you didn't, you understand now. Those larger blog pages have paid bots, and they are also on payroll. Remember when Cardi went off on Shade Room and they couldn't post her for a while, but then, you know, they started to again? That ain't my story to tell, but remember how that happened. I know, I'm totally doing my hair as fast as hell, as quickly as I can, because my mama about to cuss me out. But anywho, any other questions? What else y'all got? You were great in Sonic. I don't know what you're talking about. Why a cease and desist? Oh, and what is it that I want? I want him to leave me alone. Like I did start that GoFundMe. I started that GoFundMe because people kept like saying it in the comments, like you should start this, you should start that. And I wasn't going to because I didn't want it to seem like it was just about money. Like part of this, yes, is about money because of what he's done to us. Like obviously part of it is about money because this man has made my life hell like he promised he would do, and he kept me in court until he knew I was broke, and then he decided that he was going to try and get custody. But it didn't work because all that shit started coming out about him, so he left me alone, and he decided to sneak and get his daughter, and how he did that was really fucked up. And again, I'm gonna let Tiffany tell her story because it's important. But I'm gonna let her tell her own story. But yeah, once he realized like, you know, I didn't have much left, he tried to do that so he can try and say that I was unstable and that I didn't have a job when, and let me say this too, when I say I have a job like a Jamaican, I got plenty jobs, that's a compliment. That is a saying that I grew up hearing. It is not a racist statement or anything. Like, I'm also a person that likes roast. So maybe there's that. Some jokes are just funny and they land well. And even if they're true or not, like, they're just funny. But, you know, there is that whole, like, you know, like saying that Jamaicans stay with a job. And that's true. Like, I've dated Jamaicans before. Or a Jamaican. And it was definitely like that. Like, he had plenty of jobs. And I've heard Jamaicans say that too. Well, we stay with a job. That's where that came from. But there were people who were trying to say, oh, let's space this and all this. And also saying when I said the whole thing about a
Okay, so here are some stills of the first set of receipts that she dropped. And now I'm about to let this video play that has audio along with more receipts that she dropped by this evening.
Disrespectful.
You telling me to talk in a calm voice here.
I'm telling you, yes, to talk in a regular person. I'm telling you, as your father, you don't tell your father how to parent a child.
I'm not trying to tell you how to parent a child, but from what I've seen and how other people treat their children, you're doing horrible right now.
Okay, Braylon. How do you know when you're not here, Braylon?
I'm not just talking about them. I'm also talking about me.
Braylon, you're not here.
Okay.
So what are you talking about?
No. So you're telling me.
What are you talking about? What am I doing that's so wrong, Braylon?
Are you gonna let me talk?
What am I doing that's so
Are you gonna let me talk?
You blaming everybody else.
I'm not. Who else am I blaming? There's no one.
What is the problem?
The problem is, before you sit over here and try and make a good relationship and gaslight me about everything else that I ask you about, you actually got to talk to me like an actual man, because you're not doing that.
Braylon, you talk to me like a man.
That's what I'm doing.
What you're talking about, talking like a man. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You're just talking.
Okay.
Happy Father's Day. I got the big fish.
That was one of Oklahoma City's best defensive sequences.
And I love you.
Short with drivers.
Bye.
Okay, we're gonna eat in 2 seconds. Tell me about Maureen. You like Maureen? Why? 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 What happened? How did she hit you? Where did she hit you? Baby, where did she hit you? Why? Why?
Disrespectful.
You telling me.
Bless her heart. Let's get her story out. There's safety the more people know. At least that's what the theory is. Leave a comment down below. Do you remember Royce from Basketball Wives? Did you have any idea that this was her story? I didn't. And my heart goes out to her and her situation. Leave a comment, Curvies. I'll see you in the next video.